What day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? I'm confused, you see. Is it Sunday? No. Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday, Bluesday, Betterware, Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. Is it Thursday? Shut up. Is it Friday, Saturday, Betterware, Saturday? Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Hey, what day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? What day is it? I'm confused, you say. Oh!
And now from the apocalypse, it's his bunker, it's his rules, it's his game show. Who runs Bartertown? Your host, Devin Pike.
I always gotta wonder where the dolls come from when Pigman is, recording his thing and likes to show off his collection. Thank you very much for coming out to Remote Control, the online quiz show with production value equal to or greater than either of the national political conventions this month. Live and direct from Network 23 alongside my two fuzzy co-hosts and Chemo Kitties, Woody and Leslie on scoring, and Pigman, our director of marketing and merchandising. My name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for joining us for our weekly trivial diversion. As for the rules, it's incredibly simple to play. All you have to do is log into your YouTube or Twitch account, then play along by putting your answers in the chat window. That's either on your right if you're on your desktop, or on the bottom if you're on your mobile. Now, here's where things have been a little bit different. Starting this week, the first three people, this stays the same. The first three people who answer each question correctly get the points. In the first half, that means 30 for first, 20 for second, and 10 for third. There's a new rule for Season 2. Everyone who gets a correct answer in before the next question appears in the chat gets 5 points. All of those point values double in the second round. And all of your points will be tallied up, not just at the end of this show, but we'll also be tallying them up through the end of the season. And we'll talk about more about what that's going to mean in snack time. So, pot's right. We're locked in. Let's wheel them around and get underway with our first question of the evening. And that, of course, is, once again, pay attention. It's our weekly dive into the last 7 days of pop culture happenings. So let's see how many of you are actually reading the articles and not just clicking on like on the headlines. Let's go. Here is, once again, YouTube is giving me hell. Question number 1. November 17th, 1978, a day that will live in fanboy infamy. Lego is bringing it back, and Jon Favreau is not bringing the Life Day gift. What am I talking about? Once again, November 17th, 1978, a day which will live in fanboy infamy. What am I referring to? Lego is bringing it back, and Jon Favreau is not bringing the Life Day gift. Oops. Here we go. 2, 2, and 1, 2. And now Twitch is giving me hell. Really? Great. I have to do both of them here. All right. Okay, I apologize, guys, because I'm going to have to do both of these with this. This is wonderful. All right. Question 2. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World hit theaters 10 years ago. You could say it, sex ba-bombed. Wait for applause. There are 2 new versions of the soundtrack on the way, but we want to know who played Scott's ex in The Addams. Right. All right, so that is question 2. Here comes question 3. Conservative radio hack Ben Shapiro threw a fit about the new single WAP, ensuring that everyone wanted to listen to its message about the wonders of lubrication. Who is Cardi B's singer partner on the song? Once again, the new single WAP ensures that everyone wants to listen to its message because Ben Shapiro threw a hissy fit about it. Who does Cardi B duet with on the song? So then we do this, and then we have to do that, and then we come over here and we do this. Question 4. 4 people were able to book a sleepover in the final remaining brick-and-mortar Blockbuster location on Airbnb last week. What town hosts this magical storefront? Once again, 4 different people were able to book a sleepover in the final remaining brick-and-mortar Blockbuster. What town in America hosts this fantastic storefront? All right. Okay. That is it for round 1. And once again, guys, I apologize because apparently there's a YouTube bug. It's now going over to Twitch. Love it. So happy. So incredibly happy. Let's move on to round 2, which is Sick of It All. Gas station sushi, Golden Corral, Lobster Fest. Poor choices, but we've all made them and then gotten food poisoning. So please help us by identifying movies with food poisoning as a plot point. Here we go. Here is question number 1. From 1999, Minnesota American teen princess contestants all fall ill with seafood-related food poisoning. Once again, from 1999, not Space 1999. That's not the answer. Minnesota American teen princess contestants fall ill with seafood-related food poisoning. Here's there, and then we do this. Question number 2. From 1980, passengers and crew from Flight 209 of Trans-American Airlines that ate the fish. Once again, from 1980, passengers and crew of Trans-American Flight 209 that ate the fish. I, of course, had the lobster. Bing, bong, and bing bong. Question 3. From 2011, customers of the La Serenita, Brazilian restaurant in Van Nuys that ate the gray lamb, or maybe it was the chicken. So customers of the La Serenita, Brazilian restaurant in Van Nuys that ate the gray lamb, or maybe it was the chicken. And finally, question number 4. From 1986, pie contestants and somehow the attendees of the Great Tri-County Bake-Off Pie and Eat, or Tri-County Bake-Off and Pie Eat. We're not sure if it's food poisoning or a case of revenge. Once again, pie contestants and somehow the attendees of the Great Tri-County Bake-Off and Pie Eat. We're not sure if it's food poisoning or just a case of revenge. All right, so kids, that wraps up round 1 here at Universal Remote. Actually, I have to get rid of that category card so we can go ahead and ring the bell for snack time. As I mentioned earlier, there is some change up in the scoring, and a lot of it has to do with some of your feedback in that there are people who know how to work the system and people who are trapped behind it in some instances. Sometimes you get lost. Sometimes it comes in later or sooner than others because of lags and all the rest of it. So we've worked on a way to make it not only more equitable, but to bring in other players. So that's part of the reason why every correct answer on YouTube and on Twitch gets you points. If you're in the top 3, you get more points, but everybody who does get a correct answer gets points. Those points will be accrued over the course of the season. There's another thing as well. Because we want to grow the show. We love the fact that you guys are our loyal viewers. You come back week after week. You fight through all of our ridiculous technical issues. And what winds up happening is we need to grow the show. So what I want to implore all of you to do is to bring a new person each week. Because if you do so, and they say in the chat, hey, I'm so-and-so and such invited me. Like, let's say I'm Devin Pike and Dwayne McDonald invited me. So I would get double round points for round 1, and Dwayne would get double points for round 1. So it behooves you to do so you can start accruing more points. Even if you don't get in the top 3 for each question, then you get more of those points for the cumulative points. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to get in on this because it's going to be a really, really great grand prize. And I'll go ahead and announce it now because I feel like I can go ahead and let you know what it is because we've been working on this for a while and I'm really, really excited about this. And so that's I can't wait to show that to you guys. And this is going to be the only time that we talk about it until November. And we'll talk about it again when we come back from the week before Thanksgiving is when we'll announce it to the general public. But I wanted you guys to get an advance notice of that. So I hope you enjoyed that advanced look at what we're going to give you guys. So let's move on to round number 3. That, of course, being the Universal Remote Salute to What is everybody talking about? Weird. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't. I can't catch up. I'll figure out what you guys are talking about in the chat. So, the Universal Remote to Salute to Carl Reiner, a super hyphenated American writer, comedian, actor, director, screenwriter, retired Air Force veteran, one of the golden standards of comedy for decades. Decades! Tonight we salute you, funny man, Carl Reiner. Let us go straight into round 3, question number 1. Carl wrote a TV script about his life called Head of the Family. It was retooled as The Dick Van Dyke Show and cast this woman as Laura Petrie. Once again, this woman was cast as Laura Petrie in The Dick Van Dyke Show, which was based on a TV script about Carl Reiner's life called Head of the Family. That is round one, or question one. This is question two. Carl Reiner would go on to direct some of the greatest comedians of our time. In 1983, he directed Steve Martin in The Man with Two Brains. What was Steve Martin's character's name? Once again, Reiner would direct some of the greatest comedians of our time, including the amazing Steve Martin. In 1983, he directed him in The Man with Two Brains. What was Steve Martin's character's name? And yes, guys, we'll do the update afterwards. I'm sorry, I was so excited about the grand prize for the season that we'll do the wrap up. So I'll do all three channels and the scores going into round three. So I apologize for that. That's my fault, guys. I was just really excited about that prize. It's going to be really, really fun. All right. Is it not even returning? Jesus. All right, so Woody, Leslie, this is all my fault because the Stream Deck is completely killing me. So, yeah. So you guys are paying attention. So we got more. Okay. Here is question number 3. Let's make sure that it actually hits return. Yes, it did. Good. Carl would go on to star with some of the biggest names in Hollywood as well. And Scott Caan in a series about getting the gang back together for 1, 2, 3 more jobs. Once again, Carl has tried his acting chops out as well with some of the amazing actors of our time and Scott Caan. So a movie about getting the gang back together for 1 more job, 2 more jobs, 3 more jobs. Goes there. Goes there. Does it hit return? Let's find out. Yes, it does. All right. Kids, this is Estelle LaBoste, Carl Reiner's wife for over 60 years. She also starred in her son's movie, When Harry Met Sally. What is her one infamous line in the film? Once again, you're seeing Estelle LaBoste right here, Carl Reiner's wife of over 60 years. She had one amazing line in their son, Rob's movie, When Harry Met Sally. What is her one infamous line from that film? All right. So let me correct my egregious error. Let's go over the answers first as we go into round 4. Thank you, Devin. Thank you for messing it up for everybody. All right. So for Pay Attention, November 17th, 1978 was the Star Wars Holiday Special, the only air date for it. Excuse me. Scott Pilgrim had an ex who was the lead singer for The Clash at Demon Head. That, of course, was Brie Larson as Envy Adams. Ben Shapiro threw a fit about the new single WAP with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Phenomenal song. I espouse the greatness of lubrication every single time you can. And 4 people were able to book a sleepover in the final brick-and-mortar Blockbuster located in Bend, Oregon. Not Portland. We're specifically looking for Bend. In Sick of It All, the Minnesota American Teen Princess contestants had seafood-related food poisoning and dropped dead gorgeous. The passenger crews from Trans-American Flight 209 who got sick all ate the fish. The La Serenita Brazilian restaurant was featured in the movie Bridesmaids, and the famous street scene that none of us can ever forget. And the Great Tri-County Bake-Off Pie Eat and Massive Hurling Contest was, of course, the piece in Stand By Me. So we just finished Carl Reiner, salute. He wrote a script about his own life called Head of the Family, retooled the Dick Van Dyke Show, which, of course, co-starred Mary Tyler Moore. I hope I can get it right, because if not, then Steve Martin will burst through that door and get his Man with Two Brains character, Dr. Harfar. See, nobody ever gets it right, except for one brain. One brain got it right. Scott Caan was Carl's co-star in Oceans 11, 12, and 13, or the Ocean series, or Ocean trilogy. And Aaron, I will not hear one bad word from you about Ocean's 8. I liked Ocean's 8. It was a good film. Shut up. Finally, Estelle LeBeaus, Carl Reiner's wife for over 60 years, appeared in their son Rob's film When Harry Met Sally and said, I'll have what she's having. So let's take a look at those scores. Going into the final round of 4 questions. Let's see, 400 there. So Twitch is having problems. So they're going into round 4. There's a tie between Zach Schroeder and Rob Irvin at 400 points. 255 points to John Gamero in second, and Hillary Block with 200 points in third. So, with that in mind, let us go to our 4th and final category of the evening, if it will work, and just get me across the bloody finish line. Cause and effect. All right, this one's going to be fun. I swear to you it's going to be fun. Here's the reason why. I'm going to ask a set of questions that are going to require you to know the answer to the previous question to answer the next one. You got that? Buckle up. Here we go. Question number 4, or round number 4, question number 1. The fan favorite TV show Psych stars James Roday. What actor plays his long-suffering partner in sleuthing? Once again, fan favorite TV show Psych stars James Roday, and what is the name of James Roday's co-star? All right. That is question 1. Here is question 2. An earlier role showed the answer to question 1 as the body man to which fictional president? An earlier role showed the answer to question 1 as the body man to which fictional president? We'll accept the last name or both names. I prefer both names, but, you know, that's fine. All right. That's it for question 2. Now, question number 3. The young daughter of question 2's president was played by Elizabeth Moss, who starred in what 2020 horror remake? I'll give you a hint. It actually was in theaters in 2020. So once again, the young daughter of Q2's president. By the way, her character played the girlfriend of the answer to question 1. So it's all kind of connected. There's a cause and effect to it all. Right. And finally, question number 4. There was another film with the same title as Q3's answer from 1933. What screen legend played the title character of the film? Once again, there was another film with the same title as the answer to question 3, released in 1933. Which screen legend played the title character? All right, kids, that wraps it up for round 4. So we'll go over the answers really fast, and then we'll figure out who is the winner and if there's going to be a tie. And we're going to have to go to the fucking tiebreaker. Dule Hill was James Roday's co-star in Psych. Dule played the body man for President Jed Bartlett on The West Wing. Jed's daughter was played by Elizabeth Moss, who was in this year's The Invisible Man, which was a kind of a remake. It's a reimagining of the film, much, much, much scarier, I think. But in 1933, The Invisible Man was played by Claude Rains. See, if you were a Rocky Horror fan, you would have gotten that. So let's take a look at the answers and see who is doing it over here on YouTube. There's that. What are we doing over on Twitch? No ties. Love to see that. So because everybody was playing over on YouTube, all of the winners are over on YouTube. So sorry about that, Rob. Though you, hang on, what? Am I wrong on that? I am wrong on that. I'm really wrong on that. That's incredibly wrong. Yes, I am stupid wrong on that. All right. Third place with 325 points is John Gamero over on YouTube. Also on YouTube with 510 points is Zach Schroeder. And coming back for another round as the smartest person on the internet for 1 week with 580 points, say hello to the man who just got off of the dole and the unemployment lines, the amazing Rob Irvin. Rob, congratulations on your new gig. Very, very happy for you. And for everybody else who played, thank you very much for coming. Remember, bring someone along next week, when we do this again, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. No, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Doesn't matter what time zone they're in. They could be playing in London if they have insomnia. And watch out for more remote control. You, plus the person you bring as a newbie, all they have to do is say, hey, I'm a newbie, and this person brought me. You both get double points for that round. So, on behalf of everybody involved, Greg over on YouTube, Leslie over on Twitch. Leslie had a really easy job this time around. Good God, technology just not having fun with me. For Pigman, for Shelby, for Kieran and Booter, and myself, Devin Pike, thank you very much for coming out and watching another episode of Remote Control. Can't wait to see what was going on in the chat because apparently something ridiculous happened. So we will see you guys again in 6 days and 23 hours with another edition of Remote Control. Register to vote. It's more important than ever. Regardless, just be active. We'll see you soon.